Hello, my cherished ducklings. I'm Peri Lyons. This is New York City Celebrity Psychic. Well, I am. And I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy I'm here. I'm so happy anybody's here, frankly. So I am here tonight to answer your most pressing questions, to press your most answering questions, and to generally be as helpful as I can within New York City statutes. I feel a little giddy. I bought this new eyeshadow it's made out of hemp, which is, of course, pot, which I don't smoke because I'm allergic to it. I put it on my eyelids, and I swear to God, it's seeping through my system. I'm like, wee! Anyway, so it's so good to be back, and it's so good to see you. And it's Virgo season. It's duck season. It's wabbit season. Sorry, that's an old Bugs Bunny cartoon. Virgo season makes it sound like it's open season on Virgos, but what that actually means is we're in the time of the sun sign Virgo. We're in the Virgo season of the year. And it also means that is kind of the prevailing mood right now. Virgo is a very misunderstood sign. People think that it's about being sort of compulsive, OCD, and like the kind of person who, when they passes a coffee table in somebody else's house, stops and puts all the objects in like a straight line. But actually, what Virgo is about is purity. It's about idealism. I remember I said this to Moby a long time ago. We were talking about him being a Virgo. I guess a verbo is somebody who does a lot of things because verbs are very active. Hi, Kathy in Washington. I'll be with you in 5 minutes, maybe 3. So hang out. And I did just drop a name, but I get to because we're friends. And I said, we were talking about my realization that Virgo is a very Wyoming, not Washington. Thank you. Thank you. My producer has forgotten that I'm ADD, so he just flashed Wyoming, not Washington. Where was I? Anyway, so I was saying that Virgo is actually about purity rather than obsessive compulsive disorder. And he laughed and told me that he showed me a tattoo he had said Purity, and said that was the name of his first record company that he'd started. And it's also a good time. It's September, so it's always a good time to kind of get stuff in order. We all have that back to school feeling. But it is a good time to start putting structure into your life according to your priorities. It's a good time to start putting in place things that will be the cause to the effect that you want later. But what I mean by that is it's a good time to start understanding that what we do now has consequences, and we can make them really terrific consequences if we figure out what our priorities are and act in alignment with those priorities and be disciplined enough with ourselves, except without leather or chains or whips, unless that's your thing, in which case knock yourself out. But be disciplined enough with ourselves to stay sort of focused on that aligning with our priorities path, which means essentially if you've decided you want to lose 20 pounds by November, you put a structure in place where you have planned out for the next 2 months what you're going to eat, what you're not going to eat. And by the discipline thing, what I mean is when that thought comes up in your mind, like I would really like to have 120 cupcakes right now, which occurs to me about every 10 minutes, you just say that's not in my priorities list. It's not in alignment with my goal. And then you go ahead and eat them, but you don't tell anybody. That's the important part. Okay. All right, my Wyoming darling, are you still there?
I am.
Hello, Wyoming darling. And tell me your first name again. Went off screen.
Kathy.
Hey, Kathy, with a C or a K? Okay.
with a K.
Kathy's with a K are very different than Kathy's with a C. I like them better, frankly, but don't tell anybody. So, all right, I like to, aside from the 500,000 people watching, aside from that, it's a secret. So, how can I help you today?
I'm trying to get into a field of work, but I don't know if it's, the place I need to be. One of the things is like where I'm located now, which is in Wyoming.
Mhm.
And it's kind of funny because you said from Washington, and that's where I'm from.
I can't switch it off. Yeah. uh, where in Washington are you from?
Tacoma, Puyallup,
Yeah.
Lakewood.
Yeah, it's still in your aura. So you want to get into film. You're in Wyoming. Oh, and tell me what day your birthday is. You don't have to tell me the year, but I like to connect with people through their birthdays.
12/20.
Oh, really? What a great day.
Yeah,
Um, okay. Do you identify as a Sagittarius or a Capricorn?
Sagittarius.
Good. Yes. Okay. I think what you're feeling, because I'm actually about to tell you something you already know, which is that you're pretty intuitive. And one of the things you're feeling is that, in fact, it is possible to break into film in the area you're in. There's a fair amount of movie stars live in Wyoming, for one thing. You're also near Jackson Hole, which is like Aspen. It's a town where a lot of, a lot of kind of high prestige, high power film people meet each other. So my first suggestion would be, oh, do you want to get into production? What aspect of film? Hold on a second. I will tell you. I feel like you're interested in screenwriting and directing. I feel like that's sort of, are you more interested in film acting? That was a complicated question. Which part of film are you interested in getting into?
My work is actually like right now. I just left
Mm.
front like healthcare as a CNA and went to
Oh, I
the
thought
front desk at the Holiday Inn. And
Mhm.
so I'm just having some difficulties there, and I'm not sure if that's where I'm supposed to be or not. And I'm kind
Oh,
of
I'm sorry.
like playing with the idea.
All right. Forgive me. I completely misheard the question. And to my audience, I'm sorry, guys. We're going to rewind that. Okay, Kathy. So you didn't say film work. You're looking for a new job, right?
I'm trying to figure out where I'm at, if it's the right place for me to be, or if there's a better place for me to be.
Um, I think there is a better place for you to be. It also feels like where you're working is geographically kind of it's inconvenient in some way. Um, I don't know, this is going to sound weird, but there's something about it that is just not comfortable to me. Either you have to sit in a kind of an ugly lobby, so or um, but there's something about the building itself that is not working for me. I apologize. There's something going
uh-huh.
on with the Wi-Fi here. I'm pixelated, so forgive me. Um, I think that you like the interaction with people. I think that
Yeah.
you, yeah, you're very good with people, and you could take that and step it up a notch. Um, Now that for some reason I brought up Jackson Hole, what I do want to ask is, um, are you close to a place? Are you in a small town, or are you close to a town that has a higher um, level of, how can I put this? Oh, money coming in. The reason I ask this is because I feel strongly you're underselling yourself. I feel like you could actually get a job in a much more prestigious place that pays better because you are wonderful with people. You also have an unusual combination of qualities. What I mean by that is that you have the quality of both really liking and getting people and taking care of them, but you can also do the detail stuff and the managerial stuff. Is that correct?
Yes, I would love to be in managerial. I'm kind of needing to do like a step up, like you said, but I don't have any skills in the managerial area.
That's okay. What I would do is, okay, it feels to me you're here. What direction is that? It feels like northwest of where you are, about 20 miles. I'm not sure what's there. I might be, hold on. It feels like northwest to me. We'll make that north or west, but I still think northwest. I would look for some sort of luxury resort or some sort of a hotel in a more upscale chain, perhaps, because I know even where I am, like the hotels are really desperate for good people. And it sounds like you want to stay in the hospitality industry. But here's the thing right now, it's very fluid, and especially where you are. What I mean by that is all you need to do is get your foot in the door, get, for instance, get a reservation clerk, desk concierge kind of job, and then make sure that every day you come in, you're absolutely shining. That's a lot to ask of anybody, but you only have to do it for 6 weeks, because at the same time, what I'd like you to do is make yourself indispensable, because I feel there's a really big opportunity awaiting you. Sometimes, as my friend Dave Bricker, who teaches people how to do TED Talks and stuff, was saying something really good the other day about how we all want to manifest, but we also sometimes don't want to go out of our comfort zone. So I'm going to ask you to go a little bit out of your comfort zone, because I know that there's a really good job waiting for you. Otherwise, I wouldn't ask. And I would go, I think it's miles that way. So, and I would bring your resume, show them that say you're really willing to learn, you're really excited about learning the hospitality business, you're very committed, because that's what I get from you. And I think that you're going to do quite well. I don't think the Holiday Inn place is good for you. I think there's something about that building that has like bad vibes to me. Sort of depressing. I want you in a very pretty place. But I also want you to know that you have a lot to offer. And this is selfish, because if I come to Wyoming, and I stay at a hotel, you are the kind of person that I want behind that desk. Got it?
Yeah, I love greeting those people. The other question would be, am I in the right geographical location? Should I go back to Washington, or should I stay here?
I think that there is opportunity where you are. I think it's a little outside your immediate area, but I really do feel that there is opportunity there.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a big responsibilities that I got to take care of, and they're pretty important. So I want to be able to supply and demand, and plus enjoy my job.
Yeah. But you do have a lot of responsibilities, and you're doing some stuff in place of at least one other person who should be helping you and isn't. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. That'll change soon. Somebody else will be coming in to help you. I think, of course, don't quit one job till you get another. But you have such a lovely personality and you have such lovely energy. And I can also
Thank
see,
you.
I can't see you with my, but I can see you with my heart's eye. And what I see with my heart's eye is somebody who is very sincere. Um, Honestly, I don't think you could lie if I asked you to. I was trying to think of, but I don't. I think you're very honest, which in the past has not always been convenient, but it's a great quality, right?
Yes.
And I think that every job you do with you bring all of yourself to it. So I think, again, there's a hotel, and there might be a couple, but just look for a hotel that seems so prestigious that it's out of your reach. And that's the one I want you to try first. Okay? And remember,
Okay.
this, yeah, go ahead.
You said it was like in the northwest or northeast?
Yeah, it's about 20 miles that way, but I'm sitting, I'm sitting in Brooklyn. So um, I guess from where I'm going to say northwest at first, but don't let that hold you back. I might be, um, I'm a wonderful psychic, but as a human compass, maybe not so good. But I would try
Yeah.
north or northwest. But I really do feel that um, you, I really feel very strongly that this is something that's going to happen within the next 6 weeks. I feel that when you find yourself making reasons or excuses not to do it, that's a sign that you should actually do it. And I don't know, I have all the faith in the world in you. I see a really good time coming up for you. So
I'm excited.
bless you, my love. And your kids
Thank
are gorgeous.
You.
All right, take care, my
Thank
love.
you.
Oh, sure,
You
be
too.
good. Thanks. All right, my darlings. Um, oh, we haven't done the psychic weather today. So I'm going to quickly just run through the cards I'm picking. We all know how the psychic weather works. Oh, Shannon in Richmond. Oh, I love Virginia. I'll be right there very quickly. This week starts out with the High Priestess card is coming into play in the next couple of days. Looks like this. There we go. And there's a full moon in Pisces coming up starting on the 10th, 11th, and 12th. You might want to look up my friend Elizabeth Grace's forecast. She spells Elizabeth with an S. Her last name is Grace. She does a great forecast. And full moon in Pisces is a once a year occurrence. Now, if you're a Pisces, it's probably three of the best days in the year for you, because when the moon is in our own sign, if you're Pisces and the moon's in Pisces, it's a wonderful couple of days. Everything goes your way. However, Pisces is also a little like, woo, Neptunian, by which I mean there's might be a little tendency to dream or drink or do dreamy substances. So use that 3 days as a time for real inspiration, meditation, romance, very good time for romance. And if you're a Pisces, use those 3 days to ask for what you want. So I'm a Pisces, so I'll tell you what happens. So actually, Shannon, I want to say hi to you. Let's take the High Priestess and take that through the week. The High Priestess is getting in touch with our mystic, our psychic selves, our highest wisdom. And so this week, we're going to be doing a lot of meditating, a lot of asking ourselves lovely questions, and possibly having a glass of wine. So, Shannon, how can I help you, my love?
I am a Pisces, actually.
Oh, what day's your birthday?
My birthday is March 8th.
Oh, I'm March 18th. Hey, baby, you're the character part of.
Yeah, Pisces. I love being a Pisces.
It's pretty great, right? I feel sorry for girls who are Pisces.
Very intuitive. Very, you always get those feelings. I love it.
Oh, I'm so glad. Me too. And for all of you out there who aren't Pisces, we love you too. Just not as
Yes,
much.
we
No, I'm
do. So I've lost two very important people to me since 2017, which is my dad and my daughter's father.
oh, I'm so
And like
sorry.
my life just hasn't been the same since. Just off, not happy, just those type of feelings. So I was just curious or wondering if they had anything to say or, anything along those lines.
Um, and darling, I know exactly how you feel. It's so hard to explain to people who haven't had those kind of losses. But
Yeah.
you will
Or
heal.
any advice for me to get back up on my pedestal.
You're already on your pedestal. You really are. I can see it from here. You're very radiant. You're charismatic. People adore you. But it can be like we can be very lonely for specific people and their specific people's energies in our lives. Um,
Oh my gosh, I can absorb somebody's negative energy so fast. It's crazy.
yeah, you know, um, my friend Gabrielle, who's a she's a good witch, Gabrielle Herring. Um, she always tells me to put a ball of light around me and remember to just keep putting a big protective ball of light. I think of it as
Uh-huh.
God's light. She thinks of it as goddess light. We both think of it as like a protective light that kind of just let it keep out negative energy. So maybe that's something that could help you a bit because it's hard with neuropsychic or as intuitive as you are to walk outside and not just absorb everything. And
I hate it. I absolutely despise it.
something else that helps is, and this is for everybody, um, if you want to sort of clean out any spiritual gremlins in your aura, uh, I do like to read the 23rd Psalm out loud. I find that helps. It's a very beautiful piece of poetry. But aside from that, what I recommend is putting a 3/4 of a cup of kosher salt in a full bath, 3 drops of lavender oil, and staying in there for about 20 minutes, showering it off. What that does is it seems to kind of enhance any natural protection, give us a little more confidence, and kind of strengthens our aura. Sorry, that sounds kind of woo woo, but I don't know why it works. Basically, if something works, I'll do it. So try that.
Yeah, I
Meanwhile,
will definitely try. I do that every once in a while, but I've never used the kosher salt, so I will definitely try that.
I don't know why I prefer it. Maybe it's because I'm half Jewish. I don't know, but the bigger crystals seem to work better. Also, it makes your skin feel good, but just make sure that you shower and drain all of that off. Get all the gunkies out before you get out. But it make you feel wonderful. And
Yep, I will definitely do that.
your father is coming. Oh boy, are you the only girl, or do you have a lot of brothers? I'm getting a lot of protective energy around you.
Mm.
Do you have
No, I'm the
brother?
only child with my dad and
Oh,
my mom. I'm the only child.
that's so weird. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not always usually right about siblings. Let me see what he's trying. I like him so much. Oh, is he half? Is he like half Irish? There's something very jovial about him, and he's sort of. Hold on, 1 second.
I think we do have Irish. I think he does. I think I heard that from my grandfather that my dad did, and I think so. I think so. Yes.
Is there also sort of? Well, let me get to your dad, but there's something about his heritage he's very proud of. That's kind of what I was getting at.
He has Indian in him.
Native American. Yes, sorry, that's what I was going to say. Forgive me. Um, yes, and it feels like Lakota or I'm not sure, but yes, that's thank you. I should have said it first. Dang. But yeah, that's the heritage that he's proud of. Oh, he's lovely. Oh, I know what I was getting. Okay. He treated you like you were a son and a daughter, right? He was, boy, did he love you.
Yeah,
What I'm getting,
yeah, like he would come by me and like punch me in the arm, just
yeah.
playing around. It wasn't anything serious. Like
Well, I think,
he raced, so I always went to the racetrack with him and would work on the cars. So yeah.
oh, and you were surrounded by guys. Okay, that's, thank you.
Yeah,
Sometimes
all the time.
I'm like, why are all
He
these
even
guys?
told his biker friends when he knew he was passing away that they better look out for me.
Yeah. Okay, that's those are the brothers. Excuse me. Those are the
He called
brothers.
them his brothers. Yeah, he called them his brothers.
Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't figure that out. We've got 1 minute, so I'm a New Yorker. I'm going to talk really fast. Your dad was a badass with a heart of gold. He wants you to know that he's actually with you every second. I mean, of course, he'll leave at times if it's not appropriate, but his love is with you.
No, I feel him here. I feel him here. Like I smell cigarette smoke and everything. I feel like my dad is here with me in my house.
Oh yeah, no, he is there. Not in a scary way. He's there in a. It's funny because the picture I'm getting is literally of like an like an angel holding a cigarette with like a black leather vest on, like this.
He wore a black leather vest.
Yeah. Well, there you go. High five. So yeah, he's very much with you. Was he? He wasn't super tall, but he wasn't. He was about 5'11", about one.
Yeah, he wasn't very tall. No, he was. Yeah, I would say around between 5'9", 5'10", 5'11". Yeah.
60. He's totally with you. You can talk to him. You don't have to be scared. It's just his love for you is so. It's so present. It's almost like he's still here physically. Honestly. I love this, and the love he has for you is so nourishing. It's going to keep me going for the rest of the week. So I'm so grateful I got to talk to you.